Family, you need to learn how to use your most valuable assets, and you're going to have two of them when you're building your business, your brand, or just building your independence, trying to take yourself to the next level. You have time and you have money. Time and money, fam. Your most valuable asset is your time, fam, because once you spend it, you can't get it back. Get what I'm saying? So at first, especially when you're coming out of rural areas, we don't have a lot of capital, a lot of money. So we work, we do go to school, we do whatever we can to get to a point of finances. Once you get to a point of finances, fam, a lot of times what we do is, as the money rise, our expenses rise too. That's why you can have a 100K, 200K, and people can still be in poverty and still be broken. They ain't got no money because they put their money in their desires instead of flipping it. So if you're trying to get yourself free, fam, you're trying to get yourself financially free, you know how you was living when you was at the bottom. As you rise, keep that same living, own that same living. So that way, as you rise, you got more money to invest. You got more money to invest in yourself, your education, to make more money, to invest in stocks, real estate, etc. You see what I'm saying? But you have to get that part down, fam. There's nothing wrong with embellishing yourself and getting some things, because we're going to do that, fam. You know what I mean? We're going to buy some things. But you know what they say. You know, once you know better, you got to do better, fam, if you're going to rise. You can expect to rise and you chasing your tail, fam. You're going to stay in one place. So don't get confused with running in place and running a marathon, fam. You know, we're doing a marathon out here, and if you're running in places, we go through different terrain, you're going to give up before we give up. Because you haven't been through nothing. You see what I'm saying? So let's think about this, fam. If you don't have the money, you have the time. And when you have the time, fam, you have to put the ideas down. You have to work the ideas. You have to get the job. You see what I'm saying? Because you ain't got the money, fam, but you got the time. You see what I'm saying? So when you ain't got the money, you got to work your time right. You got to invest. You got to post. You got to create ways so that way you can have some passive income. You have to use that time to create your ebooks, your books, your courses, your videos, your channels, and do that while you got the time. You get what I'm saying? And once it start going, fam, people are proven over time. And once you got enough content up, I'm going to say 7 hours or more, now people have been seeing you for a while, now you're proven. Then you can start using capital to invest.